What's up, y'all? Hey, conscious loser, how are you? What up, though? Corey, Ori. What's up, David? Info Minds, how are you? Hey, David, how are you? The Real Mixtape, hey. Boom bada. Hey, Jeremy. Why do women call men narcissists? That's a buzzword. That's a buzzword that they keep on using, and most people don't even know what it is. Hey, Kenny. Let me see. Where's Smack at? Where's Smack at? Where's his cake at? Oh my gosh. Hi, baby. There go my other son, Jay Brad, in the building. What's up, baby? When you supposed to be taking me to lunch? I'm trying to figure out why I ain't got no text from my son supposed to be taking me to lunch. Hey, Williams. I'm that bartender. Welcome. How are you? Where's Smack at? Where is Smack? Anchorman, I see you. How are you? Hey, Kennel. You 33. Happy birthday, fellow Aquarian in the building. When we going? There he go. There he go, the man of the hour. The man of the hour.
What's up with it, Miss Lady?
Hey, how are you? How was your day?
It was all right. It was fair for a square. How you?
Fair for a square. Mine was good. I was I was going 175 miles per hour all day, but here we are at the end of the week. I'm ready to get the
Close
weekend
to
work
it.
started.
Right at it. Tomorrow, Friday.
Yeah.
Last day in the gym for me. Sheesh.
Friday. Old
Yeah,
people say
Monday through
Friday.
Friday.
Friday. All right, y'all. Make sure if you have questions for us or for Smack, you make sure you put them in the question box, so we may not be able to see it. All right.
I never be
So,
able to see that shit. That shit be going by too
no,
fast.
for real, for real.
Yeah.
Somebody said it's dope to see y'all together. I appreciate you. Smack been doing this for way longer than I have. He's a vet in this thing.
Well, hey, yeah, over 8 years,
Come
social
on,
media. Yeah, over eight
come on.
years. I was probably the only person that was on here before me probably was Nino Brown 305. That's, and he was doing more
Yeah,
inspirational type stuff. I was really one of the not one, but the very first person to get on here talking
yeah,
crazy and talking monkey shit and talking real shit, just square
yeah,
right
yeah.
between the eyes, and it created a whole genre on
Yes,
social media.
yes,
And, people been popped up. So I'm where they got it
yes.
from. This is where you got it from. If you
Okay.
don't know, you
Now
seen
you
somebody, they
know.
might have inspired you, but this is the source right here. I'm the very first one. That's why they call me the realest nigga on the
And he do
ground.
what? He do everything,
Yeah,
don't
I
he?
do everything.
Everything.
I do
I said you
everything,
do
right?
everything.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so first question I have for you is, what would you define as a good or a real man? What's your definition?
Uh, Really just responsibility.
Ooh,
You being responsible. If you responsible and you take care of your responsibilities, whatever they may be. If you have a child, and matters what the relationship is with the mama. You got a child, you take care of that child. Whatever your responsibility is, and don't look for nobody else to take care of your responsibility, to nobody else to blame for your shortcomings. Be able
ooh,
to, yeah. A real man gonna be able to look at himself in a mirror and evaluate himself.
ooh.
You know what I'm
Did y'all
saying?
hear that one?
You
Cause
gonna be
y'all
able
know
to
I be on the ladies, but they need to hear this from you for real.
no.
Because I be on the ladies, but he said what he said, y'all.
Yeah. You gotta be able to look at yourself in a mirror and evaluate yourself. All the good and the bad.
Yeah,
You just can't look at yourself through rose colored glasses and just paint yourself as some kind of superhero.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And especially when you know where you fall short at, but you turn a blind eye to it, or you prefer to ignore it, because a real man know where he's lacking at.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Ooh. Okay, so that being said, I have heard some men say, Smack, I've heard some men say, "Oh, I don't need to fix nothing." Because I do couples.
That ain't not if
He
you're a
said,
bitch. Oh, that's a fucking
"Hey,
female. That's a That's a female. That's the female response to some shit like that. A real man would never. A real man always know that you're a work in progress. That shit that females say that they don't need to fix nothing. That's a bitch ass nigga that say some
okay."
hoe ass shit
He's like,
like
"Hey,
that.
he's a what?"
He's a bitch ass nigga. Cause that men are real men are realistic and logical creatures through and
Ooh.
through.
Ooh.
And we always know that there's always work to do.
Ooh.
The richest motherfucker on earth, Bill Gates, he still wake up every day thinking that it's work to do.
Come on. Come on.
So how a fucking average everyday motherfucker walking around bullshit ass nigga going, man, get your bitch ass up out
He
my
said,
face
"Get
with
the
that
fuck
whole
out."
ass.
He said, "Get the fuck out." Okay.
I'm like,
Okay. So
no,
so
I hate these whole ass these new niggas, man. I hate these whole ass niggas. I really do. These new niggas is some bitch ass niggas. I hate these
dude.
whole ass niggas. These niggas cinnamon buns.
Cinnamon.
Yeah, with motherfucking quotations around buns, bitch ass niggas. And I hate these niggas, man. These niggas is too sweet and too soft, and
They Cinnabon.
these bitches made them that way. The women is just as much as at fault as the men is for the way that they are, because
Okay.
women
Oh. Oh.
women help to turn these niggas into this shit. Women allowed men to be
Ooh.
this shit. Women, these bitches is out here fucking niggas that's openly gay. When I grew up, a nigga come around gay, he couldn't get no pussy. The women talk bad about it. Nigga, if they didn't befriend you, if you was just straight homosexual and they befriend, but you couldn't come around them and tell about you fuck men and women, not, and nigga, you gonna choose. And after you fuck a nigga, ain't no choice left.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. 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 So, okay, to that, what do you say to the fact that, okay, so I understand that the dynamic nowadays is totally different from back then. So the women were different. They were way different back then, right? So we had single mothers, if some would call them. But I hear a lot nowadays where some women are saying that, oh, well, a single mother can't raise no child, that can't raise a boy to be a
They
man. And I,
they can, but they fall short in some areas. It's just some shit. A man can't raise
yes.
can have a little girl and just raise her totally into womanhood and prepare her with everything she needs to know as a woman.
So it's not that she's doing a bad job just because she's a single mom raising a boy. It's the fact that certain things
She
a man has to teach a man and a
she
woman has to
she
teach a
she
girl.
don't have. She don't have bass in her voice. So when something is
Yeah.
said, that little boy ain't gonna question what the fuck was just
Come
said,
on.
because he know daddy not bullshitting.
Yeah. Yeah.
That, hey nigga, I said what I said and you jump to it and ain't no discussion, ain't no going back and forth. A woman ain't got base enough. It's gonna come a time to where that, because I did it. And I had a stepfather,
Mm-hmm.
but I got to the age 14. I told my mom, man, I ain't accepting no more ass whoopings.
So you kind of went against her a little bit. You kind of
I ain't no
you
kind of
tested her. You
shit.
tested her.
I ain't no kind of shit. I told, man, I ain't taking her. He started hitting me with her hands. I could accept that. Man, you're not finna hit me with no belt like no whole ass nigga no more. I'm not that nigga no more.
So okay, so do you feel like that affected like your way either way, like coming up and like what type of man you are now, like how you were raised?
Nah, you know, I, I, I grew up. I was born and spent a lot of my time, my most earliest years and my most nurturing years in the ghettos.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
like, like the person that I am, my second nature, like the streets, violence, all that
Mm-hmm.
shit there is really nothing to me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because I
Yeah.
was my very first early years and most
Yeah.
formative years. This is all I was. raised around. These are the people. Like it was love, and it was a lot of love. It was a loving environment
Yeah.
for me, but it was still a lot of maniacal and madness, and it was some crazy shit just on the daily. To where too early in my life I became desensitized to murder, to drug use,
Oh.
to a bunch of craziness. So the shit was normal. Like,
Okay, so right. Okay, so you saw a lot. Okay, so as far as that's concerned, I know a lot of men. What happens is when they grow up in those type of environments where they have to grow up quick or they've seen a lot, it affects them as far as like their sensitivity towards women. How do you feel about that?
well, I was good because I was raised in a house. My sensitivity towards women came from my viewpoint towards them comes from being raised in a house full of women. My grandmother, I had 5 aunties, I had 2 uncles, I had
Mm-hmm.
my grandmother adopted 3 more
Wow.
women, my other aunties, because I don't know, I never knew what happened to my aunt Linda, their
Mm-hmm.
mama. I never asked, but she adopted them. So it was a house full of
Mm-hmm.
females, and so that's why a woman can't tell me
So you
shit,
had to take
and that's why.
care of them in a lot of
Huh?
ways. You had to take care of them in a lot of
I
ways.
was a baby. I couldn't do a motherfucking thing. All I could do was peep game and see
Ooh.
how fucking scandalous they was and how you know how they were as creatures and how they you know because being a kid they was comfortable being themselves around me without me in because a woman in the presence of a man and a woman in the presence of a woman without a man around are 2 different creatures.
Right. Right.
Especially when she's using her feminine wiles and her feminine ways,
Right.
you know, to manipulate a nigga. So I seen it. I've seen
So
them turn that shit on and off. And
yeah.
so I watched it my entire life. So that's why women be, so mad at me because I tell the honest to fucking
Yeah.
God truth because I know it. I seen it. I watched it. I was
Uh-huh.
nurtured up in it. I didn't see when I say funky bitches, nobody gets an exception or a pass.
Yeah.
My mama and the women in my family is some funky bitches too when they wanna be. They
Because you
got
done
them
seen it.
tendencies. Nobody is exempt. When I say bitch ass nigga, cake ass nigga, I can be a cake ass nigga sometimes.
Y'all, when he
I'm
told
not
me that
I'm
the
not
other
making
day,
an exception. I'm not
when he told me that the
making
other
an
day, y'all, I
exception.
was cracking up. Okay, so you talking about women now. Okay, so in your eyes, what makes a good woman? We talked about what makes a good man in your eyes. What makes a good woman?
A response that same thing on the opposite end, but oh, women. Oh goddamn.
Ooh,
See,
oh, so y'all done scratched him out already.
now the thing about women,
Yeah.
the definition. Women make shit up as they go along, and you got different little saying. It's a woman's prerogative to change her mind and different shit. And even though it's wrong and it's out of line, we still have been conditioned to give women a pass.
Mm,
That's
I agree.
like
I agree.
like even growing up, they especially black
Mm-hmm.
boys, they they traumatize black boys with a saying early on in life. Don't do that. You got a mama. You got a sister. You got girl cousins. Like, let a funky bitch just go and just do whatever the fuck she wanna do just because I got a mama
Mm-hmm.
or because I got a grandmother. That don't make the shit right. You don't you don't
Right.
you don't hit her back. Why the fuck not? This funky bitch hit
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
They'll tell don't you let nobody hit you, but then a broad slap you upside the head. You don't hit women. Real men don't hit women. Shit, real men do hit women. A woman that deserve to be. I could give you a million reasons why you could knock a funky bitch head off her shoulders. You come home and it's another nigga laid up in your bed
Yep. Head knocked
because
off.
niggas
Head
have
knocked off.
killed her. Yeah, they just straight up shot her. But you shouldn't hit her.
Yeah.
But I shoot the shit out of her. What the fuck is the difference?
He said, "I'll knock a bitch upside her head."
I'm not an advocate for putting my
Right.
hands on. I don't
Right.
practice that. But bitch, don't put your hands on
Right.
me. If
And
you
I
hit me, I
agree.
will hit you back. Fuck it, bitch.
I believe everybody should keep their damn hands to themselves. That's what I
Yeah,
believe.
because if I
Okay.
hit you, you got the right to hit me
Yeah.
back. You know what I'm
So
saying?
what? Right. What about the phrase? Oh, he's the man of the house.
What about it?
So when a mom says, "Oh, you the man of the house now," what's your take on that?
It if the man if there's a man in the house now when they call little boys that I understand the sentiment behind telling a boy he's the man of the house or he's the king of the castle.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you trying to raise him up and rear him up in a leadership position when it's a good chance that 99% of boys is not ready to be a house to
Right.
leader of a household.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
they're still looking for leadership
Right.
themselves. But now a man, you should be the man of the household.
Right.
That's
Right.
you should, your house should be able to depend on
Right.
you and rely on you to do what is necessary at all times. Should no nigga be laid up in no house on
Right.
his, not unless it's just some flat out pimping and horn going on. If that's what
Right.
it is, then that's what it is.
Right. So my thing is, I'm referring to the fact that a lot of boys have this pressure put on them after the dad passes away or after the dad has left the home in some ways, and then they say, "Oh, you the man of the house now," and then this boy who doesn't know how to even function or take care of himself properly yet, he's put that weight is put on him, which in turn sometimes makes him dysfunctional growing up in his adolescent and manhood years.
And you know, I've known a lot of single mother homes,
Mm-hmm.
but I've really never, and that's crazy because not I never thought about it, but I've really never seen, because I've also grew up around a bunch of homes where the fathers were there. So, and
Right.
that's one thing I've never seen put up on, because see, I grew up in an era, maybe that's something new because I don't, I can't recall anybody ever telling a kid that they was the man of the house because in a black household, you wasn't running shit.
Yep.
You wasn't never
Yep.
running shit.
Facts.
And so
Facts.
that's what come along with being the man of the household. You ain't running shit up in here. So if I'm the man of the household, that means I'm calling shots. I come and go as I
Right.
please.
Right.
If
Right.
I get mad, I can slam this bedroom door. You couldn't do
Right.
none of that shit in a black household.
Slam that door and see what happens.
Man, you gonna get the shit beat out of you, man. Go upside your head. So, because my grandmother, my grandfather, they had got divorced, and not once did my uncles ever think that they was the man of the house. That's a you inviting an ass whooping.
Yeah.
Even after they became, semi adults, 18, 19, and was still living at home about to venture off on their own. They still knew that they didn't run shit at Big Mama house. Even when my pops got out the penitentiary, he was a man,
Mm-hmm.
and he was, but the buck stopped with my grandmother.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, nigga, you stay here, but nigga, don't get it fucked up, because she will put that pistol on his
I know
motherfucking
that's
ass.
that's
So
right.
yeah, so maybe it was just different times, different eras, because I can't never really recall
Right.
that weight being casted on anybody from
Yeah.
my era, because like I say, you didn't run shit in a
Right.
black household.
Right. And plus the respect, like in the era where I'm thinking that we're around the same age, but the respect was so much different now back then compared to now. Respect was really implemented back then. No matter where you went or who you was talking to, who you was dealing with, you was gonna respect them.
It was more than implemented, it was instilled. It
Yep.
was instilled
Yep.
up in you, respect, from day one.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Day one, you learned respect. If you that was the very first thing you learned. By hook or crook, if by foot in your ass, by just understanding, you're gonna have some kind of understanding of respect. And you're gonna respect something, you
He said,
know.
look, he said, Gooch the Great said, my mom stopped spanking me when she found two guns in my closet.
Goose. What's up, Goose? you know, my mama used to
No.
my mama used to go through my shit too and used to try to always find shit, but I knew better. I stashed shit outside the house
I know
because I knew she was nosy as fuck.
that. All right, so switching over, okay, this social media thing, right? What is one thing that's positive about what you do on social media? Like what is a positive thing that you have gained from being on social media and, blowing up the way you have?
Uh, well, I'm well known, popular. I get more leeway to
Yeah.
do things. I didn't got pulled over by the laws one time, and once they seen who I was, they were like, "God damn, cake ass nigga, slow this motherfucker down. Get your," you know what I'm saying? I don't wait in line no more. Motherfuckers give me free shit all the
Mm-hmm.
time. I
Mm-hmm.
gotta keep it real. Like, that's it's a lot of perks that come with the fame and shit. I ain't My bank account don't match my fame yet.
Please
But
talk about that, because everybody sees us, right? And they think that, oh, you on social media, oh, you got all these views, oh, you doing this. They really think that we like they think that we get paid off of views. They think that we get paid for
that's cause so many motherfuckers that don't do what we do jump on here living their best life or perpetrate. Everybody is doing it big on social media. Everybody got it going on. Ain't nobody fucked up. Everybody it
everybody's
just
perfect.
ain't nobody gonna show you these fucking bitches is sleeping on air mattresses with sheets over the window as curtains,
Thank
but all you see. Don't you know that I was in the mall one time and I seen this broad ask them people to let her try see three different pair of shoes,
you.
and she sat there, tried the shoes on, and took pictures in them. And I say this funky bitch gonna post that shit online like this is her life, like a motherfucker.
Gosh.
And this is the world we.
Fugazi. Fugazi.
Yeah, man, but motherfucker. Oh shit, look at old girl. I don't know if they caught her yet. The broad who was doing the credit and the real estate. The black chick who had everybody fooled thinking she was just went and got married across in the tropics, and she was living this
What?
glamorous life. Everybody was sending her money for whatever the
I didn't
fuck, and now she
see
got a.
that one.
I can't think her name. Chocolate Sister. A whole bunch of weave in her head. Uh, she was doing real estate and credit.
Mm-hmm.
And she was telling everybody you could live this life too. And she was just balling out of fucking control. And everybody just sending her money for her little courses and shit. And she's scamming like a mother. Everybody out here is trying to scam now, man. Just people all in your DMs. Do you want this? Did I
Yeah.
ask you for that bitch ass nigga?
Right.
Please
Right.
stop sending. No, I did not ask you for your service, my nigga. Anything you offer me, I got somebody in my
That
circle, in my
can do it.
immediate circle,
Right.
that
Right.
do that I put money in my people pocket. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Go find your people that you associate closely with, and y'all build a team and a
That
network. And
part.
that's how.
Come on. Come
Yeah,
on.
man. I go. All my graphics come from pretty much the same motherfucking
Yeah.
people. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I put money in my
Right.
people pocket, and if they don't get it
Keep it in
right
the
the
circle.
first time,
Keep it in the circle.
yeah, man. I don't. One thing I learned this in 2010 about dealing with people that you can't touch immediately.
Ooh.
They don't. They not necessarily. Once you give them your money, they don't. It's not a guarantee that they're gonna deliver or that they
Yep.
even care.
Yep.
Cause I had a song in 2010 called Brick Talk.
Mm-hmm.
It was on 16 radio stations. It was hot,
Mm-hmm.
and I put Juvie on the remix. And these cats from Washington, Seattle, Washington, hit me
Yeah.
telling me about what they was doing up there and all that shit there. And I sent them like $2,500 to do some promo and all
Yeah.
this shit here. They didn't do nothing.
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying? And
Wow. I'm telling
sometimes,
y'all, it's smoky screens. It's smoky screens out here, y'all. It is not all glitz and glamour and what y'all be thinking. Like, for real. Like, seriously.
yeah,
Raekwon
sometimes you
asked.
gotta pay for game, man. I had to pay for that. And I
Yep.
came to the realization that if I can't put my hands on you, I ain't even finna send you. I'm not
He
finna do
mean,
business with you
he
like
said
that.
he can't be
Especially,
around you.
yeah, yeah. Or put
Ray,
my hands on you, because if you
he
fuck
will.
up and don't, yeah, or
It's
put my hands
crazy.
on you. Yeah. If
He
I
said,
need to put my hands on you, yeah,
Raekwon asked, how do women treat you now that you've blown up? How do you get treated by women? Do you get more ass or not?
Mm. I've been doing a bunch of fucking. I started fucking at 9 years old, man. So it's I when I got out the penitentiary in
The
2002,
taint.
I was I was fucking 4 5 women at a time in 2002.
Taint.
So I really done slowed down due to age. Motherfucker be thinking I be doing more than I do. And then that's all around. Females, niggas, they used to always tell me, OG, why you don't never go live? Cause my life boring, my nigga. I don't do nothing. I don't
I be in the
do
house.
shit.
They really be. I be in the house unless I have to go to the store. Unless I have to do a show. I'm in
I
the
ain't
house.
doing shit, man. I ain't my life ain't, and I ain't finna sit here and try to pretend that what you want me to go do? Jump off the side of a motherfucking mountain with a parachute on or something to show you that I'm living life? And I'm cool, man. I don't need all that extra shit, man. I don't, and the females, they when they see me, they some get like deers in the head, like get
Mm,
scared, especially if they doing some funky bitch shit, and
yep.
they turn around and see me and they be like, "Oh shit, this nigga
Yep.
here."
You about to
Some
get
greet
called out.
me, yeah, some greet me, and then the ones who know me and they husband know me or whatever,
Mhm.
oh, can I get a picture for you, man? My husband love you, whoop de
Yeah.
whoop.
Yeah.
I get different kinds of approaches from
Yeah.
females, but at the same time, the type of bitches that I like to fuck, they ain't trying to fuck with me because they know I ain't. Yeah, everybody know who the nigga is, but
Yeah.
he ain't got
They
the
know
money
who
yet.
you
So
are. They know
yeah,
about you.
but they also know I ain't got the money yet. So that shit there,
Yeah.
you
Back
got to
then
you
they
got to
didn't want
have
you.
money you got to have money to fuck some of these, and it's flat out. That's why I say y'all just tell a nigga how much instead of playing these old games.
Facts. So speaking of people recognizing you, when was the first time somebody recognized you? Like what year was it? Where were you?
For social media, cause I've been rapping for a
Mm-hmm.
while,
Mm-hmm.
and
I'm talking about social media, like
yeah,
a
for
casting.
social. Uh, First time I can't really recall the first time.
Mm-hmm.
I just know when it did start happening, it took a while for me to adjust to it because people would just run up on me, and I was
Yeah.
still basically fresh out the penitentiary. I hadn't
Yeah.
been home, and I still had that mind state
Yeah.
somewhat. I had a lot of malice and
Yeah. You
mayhem on
come
my
up
mind.
on me.
Yeah, and people, and they was oblivious to
Yeah.
that. And a couple of times, I was like, "Say, man, because
Yeah.
that could
Yeah.
be at first." It could be a scary thing, man. Everybody know you, but you don't know everybody, and
Yes.
you don't know what
Exactly.
people's intentions are.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. Yep. I stay on swivel. I don't trust y'all running up to me unless you be like, oh, because okay, okay. Speaking of that, so I have some men. Okay, even though I do what I do, I have some men that will say, "We don't need you speaking up for us. Why don't you keep your mouth shut? You're a woman. You can't speak. You can't advocate for us."
you can say whatever the fuck you want to say. Oh man, I don't, everybody got the right to say whatever the fuck they want to say. I ain't got to necessarily agree with it, but you can say what the fuck you want to say and give your viewpoint,
Yeah. Some
or
people
be it
get
right or
mad.
be it wrong. I don't, I don't knock nobody for what they say or what they feel, because see, what people fail to realize is life is a tricky
Mm,
thing. Life is 7 billion people on Earth, and it's 7 billion different roads in life.
mm.
What I mean is everybody walks a different road.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if life shows everybody different shit.
Yeah.
And just because you feel this way or view something this way and somebody views it this way, it's simply because life hasn't put them in a position to where y'all view the shit the same.
Right.
A
And
million,
and a lot of people, honestly, I feel like a lot of people think that people are supposed to think what they think or perceive something the way they perceive it. But everybody has their own viewpoint based off of personality, based off of environment, based off of the
yeah.
way they grew up. There's all
But the
sorts of
cold
things
part
going
is
on.
everybody want their viewpoint to be respected, but they don't want to necessarily have to respect your
Boom.
viewpoint if it doesn't coincide with how they feel. And that's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to think how I think. You ain't got to feel how. I just want you to think.
Yeah.
You ain't got to think how I think,
Right.
man, because I don't, just
Right.
think. Just think besides a motherfucker telling you what to
Right.
think. Because I'm not here to try to tell somebody what to think. I'm just trying to shed some light on some shit and hopefully plant a seed, because I might say this and it sparks an idea in you where you take it further, or you flip it and be like, well, what about this? And you provide me with an insight that I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And this
Right.
is what communication
Yes.
is. But
Absolutely.
but today,
Absolutely.
a lot of people uh gets bogged down in emotions and just wanting to be right. Not as many
Ooh.
people. Yeah,
Ooh. That pride and that ego. That pride and that
yeah.
ego won't let
Pe-
you see it from nobody else's standpoint.
People they don't listen for understanding. They listen to find fault.
Ooh.
Yeah, just like
Yep.
a post I put up yesterday. So many people didn't even listen to the whole post. They just listened to one or two things, and then they instantly had to type something. I had to tell one cat, I say, listen to the whole post first.
Yeah.
Because what you just told me, if you listen to the whole post, you'll see I said that. But I see that you didn't listen to the whole post.
Yeah.
Niggas just want to find fault, find something to point a finger at, find something to be mad at, and that's what they want to go in on. You could give a motherfucker a broad
Wow.
perspective and tell them something, but all they gonna see is this little bit, and they gonna
Yep.
try to make an issue out of this. But what about all this? I gave you an entire meal, and you sitting here complaining about the fucking
Yep.
peas. What?
Yep. And that's why I talk about psychological and emotional intelligence. And a lot of people nowadays, especially people, I'm going to say, especially people on social media, they do not have it. So therefore, they tend to be keyboard gangsters. You understand what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Say, the the internet really exposed how many
Ooh.
people got questionable comprehension
Ooh.
skills.
You the only the second person besides me that I didn't heard say that in the last year that I've been on social media. When I
Yeah,
talk about comprehension, I say just because you say something doesn't mean somebody comprehends it.
yeah,
And that's where I tell people all the time, you have to know where somebody's at. You got to be able to discern that. If you can't discern it, when you can't discern that disconnection, you will keep on going around the tree and hitting your head on the wall trying to talk to somebody and tell them, "Oh, this is the way." No, they don't understand
yeah.
you. Some
A lot.
and some people.
Go
Mhm,
ahead.
some people are together right now with somebody and they feel like they keep on hitting their head on the wall, and it's due to the simple fact that your person can't comprehend you.
Yeah, yeah. People are today. People got a lot of selective faculties,
Mm.
selective hearing, selective seeing, selective understanding. People only want to be wrapped up in. A lot of people want to be comforted with a lie than
Ooh.
than than really be, you know, set straight with the truth.
Yeah.
Like you could lie to people out, but don't tell the truth, man.
Yep.
Do not tell it. You're
Yep.
gonna upset people with the truth. Cat Williams got a, and I'm not just saying that everything he said was 100% total the truth, but it was his truth,
Mm-hmm.
and that's
Mm-hmm.
what a lot of people got to understand. There's three different types of truth. It's a universal truth. A universal truth is gravity.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Everybody is held down on this motherfucker. That's universal. Nobody, no matter what it is, if it goes up, eventually it has to come
It
down
gotta
and
come
touch ground.
down. It got to.
Then you have like a political truth,
Mm-hmm.
something that we all may be able to agree upon, even though there's not a science to it, or
Right.
that that it just may just be naturally true, but we can
Mm-hmm.
come to
Mm-hmm.
understand, we can come to an agreement about it.
Right.
Okay,
Right. Most of us
I
can
can
come to a
halfway.
mutual agreement about it.
Yeah. And then there's a personal truth. And
Yeah.
this is what causes so much conflict
Yeah.
with everybody. Personal truth. What you say your truth is versus what the next person's truth is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wars is being fought over it. People
Yep.
on, people is killing people behind
Yep.
personal truth.
Yep.
Because I can't respect your space and respect your ideas and what
Right.
you feel. I
Right.
don't have any problem with anybody saying what they feel like the truth is, or because I understand that's just how they see things,
Right.
and life has put them in a position to see it that
Right.
way for some
Right.
reason.
That's their lens. That's their lens. So that's the thing. Like you can't always. People think that they can control the way people think, what people do, and what people say, and it's like, no, let them be them. This is their journey. You don't
Yeah,
get to live their life for them.
yeah. Because you got some people on here, you don't like what they don't like what you saying, and you don't know what you talking about. You know, back to comprehension. Just because you don't comprehend or you don't understand, or you just you shallow, and whatever I'm saying is going over your head, so you automatically dismiss because you don't understand. You
Right,
automatically dismiss it as me not understanding
right,
and knowing what the fuck I'm talking about.
right, right. And it boils
Yeah, I hear you now.
different perceptions.
Yeah.
Smackwater. Where'd that name come from?
The ghettos, it was my pop's name. It was one of my pop's nicknames. You know, everybody, well, I ain't gonna say everybody. We do look alike, like a motherfucker. I ain't gonna everybody say we look alike.
You your
But
daddy's son?
yeah, yeah, we look alike. I was just darker than he was. Even though my brother looked more like him than I do. But yeah, we look alike. And so everything they called him, they called me Smackwater, Baby Hair Run, Flashlight Junior. You know, yeah,
Flashlight.
yeah.
I love it. I
That's
love it.
why I named Flashlight in the movie Fight
Okay.
Boy.
And see, I started the movie. Y'all make sure you check out that movie. I started the movie. I have not finished it yet, but I definitely will post about it. My last question is, what advice would you give to the 20-year-old you?
Sheesh. I don't even know if the 20-year-old me would listen to me. Well, yeah, I listened. I listened because I used to listen to the dope fiends and everything. I got so much insight and information from the dope fiends. I would really
Right.
just tell myself just to pretty much to be more aware. Be more
Ooh,
aware and stop because I was oblivious.
okay.
I was oblivious. I was like I was real bullheaded, real strong headed. Uh, Once I got my mind set on something, couldn't nobody really tell me nothing
Yeah.
or sway me. But that also helped me a lot as
Yeah.
well, uh, because I'm a natural born leader. So couldn't nobody get me to do something that I knew was some bullshit.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
But sometimes it also blinded me. I became blinded by it because once I had my mind set on something and somebody would be trying to offer me an alternative solution or be like, damn, Smack, I don't know about that there, but I nigga fuck that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
They
done
couldn't
done a
pull the
whole
wool
bunch of
over your eyes.
yeah, but sometimes a motherfuckers needed to because it led me to doing some shit
Mm-hmm.
sometimes that I shouldn't have done. But I had already had it on my mind and made my mind up, you know, and I've always been willing to accept whatever consequences,
Yeah.
you know, out of anything that I chose to do. I ain't never been fucked up about it.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate you. It's been an honor. We definitely got to do it again. Let everybody know what you have coming up, where they can find you at, and how they can support you.
Well, shit, I'm right here on Instagram every day. You can come here. I post for y'all. I've been doing it over 8 years. You got over 8 years of me posting consistently.
Yeah.
Uh, right now, my movie Fight Boys out on Tubi.
Yeah.
I got a movie coming out with Slim Thug and Lil Kiki. If y'all don't know who that is,
Go
y'all
look it
pretty
up.
much, yeah. Two rappers out of Houston. I know y'all got to know who
Yep.
Slim
We do.
Thug is.
We do.
Uh, yeah, and a lot of people should know who Lil Kiki is.
We do.
Yeah. And so them, Lil Kiki, Slim Thug, Propane, they got a movie called Double Cup. The projected release date is March, not a set date. And I also got another movie that I filmed with Contagious Films called Gross Beck, a horror comedy that everybody's gonna laugh because it's a trip. And right now I'm writing a movie that Slim Thug and said he's interested in funding and stuff, or him and Boss Life Management, the Boss Life
Mm-hmm.
team, by the name of Burns Barbecue. And so yeah, and just be working, man. And you know, if I'm finna get ready to go back in the studio and record a new
Come
album,
on.
I'm taking features right
Come on.
now. Yeah,
I got
yeah,
you on them intros and them ad libs. I got you.
yeah. I stay
I got
working.
your back.
Yeah, yeah. So I
Yes.
just really just stay working and try to stay active. If anybody want to get me for their podcast, sit down. I'm doing that as well. I just done shout out to Donnie Houston, just done him 2 days ago. I also shout out to the Wonder Twins, Gooch, Yuck Mouth, and everybody else, Park M, Rick, Lord Jamal, man. I got a host of people. Green Room TV. Shout out to Shaw Carrier, everybody, man, you know, and if I forgot you, I apologize, but y'all know what it is, man.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. And again, I am Shar Curry, aka Says What She Wants, the number one female advocate for men. Again, I appreciate you. Y'all make
You
sure all
ought
my
to sit
book.
down with you ever sat down with my brothers. I am my brother's keeper.
Not yet.
You
Not yet.
know who I'm talking about though?
Yep, absolutely. We went back and forth a little bit. Yep.
Yeah. That ought to be interesting the day you
Yes.
do that. Yeah.
Make sure y'all go to Amazon. All my books are on Amazon. I appreciate y'all. If you need to book a session with me, call me or text me or click the link tree in my bio. And make sure you go to my YouTube channel and watch the new Shar Curry shorts. More to come. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you, Smack. All love.
Yeah, appreciate you too, man. All right.
Okay. Goodbye.